Pioneers fall in this one 70-63 here at Hamilton Gymnasium. Coach Billups, what was your evaluation of this one? It kind of got away in the second part of the first half, but then clawed back in the second half.
You know, we have to value the ball a little better. I thought we had some instances in the first half where we tried to make the home run play versus just getting on first base. You know, that going into halftime with 12 turnovers, that's too many. That's probably too many for a game, maybe even for 2 games in this league this late. But like you said, our young guys clawed back. We had a chance to continue to break the lead. We had some mental breakdowns defensively, but you know, I think our guys played hard. Not very smart at times, but our guys are fighting extremely hard for me, and I'm going to continue to do the same for them.
Yeah, the effort has been there all season, so you can't knock them at all on the effort standpoint. Out-rebounded by 6. You mentioned just 5 turnovers there in the second half. Tell me about Roscoe Eastman. He was a real spark plug there for stretches in the second half. Coming out, he got into the game early in the second half. He had some steals. He had 5 steals, 6 assists. He really got things going offensively.
You know, he and Robert Jones let their offense be dictated by their defense, and that's what you saw with Roscoe today. He got a chance to get out in the passing lanes and get some steals and let that lead to some transition points. Robert was the same. Robert played some unbelievable defense on a few possessions in a row. And I never call a play for Robert. He ends up with 13 and 9, which that's all effort and concentration and locking in defensively. So I'm really proud of those 2 guys. Those are the biggest takeaways that I have for this game.
Yeah, you mentioned Robert Jones. I've got him down for 2 points and 3 rebounds at halftime. You mentioned 13 and 9, so it really fueled things in the second half. Was there anything you said to the guys at halftime to change it up, to just cause that spark, or they just initiated that on their own?
They initiated on their own. You know, I'm a statistics guy at halftime. You know, I talked about the turnovers, talked about our field goal percentage, offense and defense. I told them we have a chance to change the narrative. You know, they asked to play in the Hamilton gym. You know, this is not me. This is not our staff. Our guys, they're very confident in this gym, and we had to go out and show them why. And that's really all I said at halftime. And the effort changed.
From the guys' perspective, their comfortability comes from practicing in here. Is that why they like it here in Hamilton?
They do. We practice hard in here. You know, there's some blood, sweat, and tears in this gym. And the setting is a bit more intimate. But for me, as a student athlete who played here, I've always loved Magnus. I love the Jumbotron, the space. The backdrop is great for me, but if our guys like playing here, I'm all for it.
All right, moving forward, you got to go on the road. This is a tough stretch. South Dakota State and Omaha. You got to get the guys together this week and go on the road. What did you say to them? How do you handle this moving forward?
One of our last chances to go get a win on the road for the season. You know, we're 0 for on the road, and South Dakota State and Omaha is a tough place to play. We just got to be more connected than we've ever been. Have a few days of good practice, preparing for it, and let the cards fall how they may.
Coach Billups, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Good luck moving
Thanks.
forward. Pioneers head on the road next weekend. They've got South Dakota State and Omaha coming up, and this one they drop at 70-63. They were led by Jace Townsend once again. He had 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Robert Jones, 13 and 9, as Coach just mentioned. And Pioneers fall, unfortunately. They fall 70-63 to Purdue-Fort Wayne here at home. Purdue-Fort Wayne did not make a field goal in the last 3:15. The Pioneers were able to claw back. They did have a number of free throws as the Pioneers were fouling to try and catch up. They just didn't have enough in the end. The lead at halftime was too big for the Pioneers to come back in the second half. We saw stretches of great play from Denver at both the offense and the defensive end, but they just couldn't get it all together. That consistency couldn't match up for the full 40 minutes of action here for the Pioneers. For Brad Thompson, everybody here, Dylan Condon in the studio. We are signing off from Hamilton Gymnasium. Purdue-Fort Wayne with the win 70-63 over Denver. Pioneers will be back on these airways next Friday night.